With 3 WTA singles titles, 1 junior Grand Slam title, and a finalist at the 2021 US Open. Born on September 6, 2002 in Montreal, Leylah Annie Fernandez has always been a strong-willed individual. Her father, Jorge Fernandez, a former soccer player, was one of the key figures in developing Leylah's resilience and competitive mindset. He was never a tennis player himself, but upon noticing his daughter's passion for the sport, he took on the role of her coach. Leylah's mother, of Filipino descent, was also a significant pillar in her journey, serving as a model of discipline and humility for the young athlete. From an early age, Leylah showed that she would not be an ordinary player. At just 12 years old, she was already being scouted by major academies, but chose to continue training with her father. This uncommon decision demonstrated her early maturity and commitment to following a path that was authentic to her. By 16, Leylah began to stand out on the junior circuit, displaying exceptional talent in high-level tournaments. In 2019, at just 17 years old, Leylah Fernandez won the Junior French Open, marking the beginning of her successful trajectory. This achievement was the first of many and gave her the confidence to enter the professional circuit. 2020 was a crucial year for Leylah, despite the challenges the pandemic brought to global sports. She managed to break into the WTA Top 100 during a difficult period for all players. And it was at this moment that the young Canadian started to attract the attention of the tennis world. With her aggressive playing style and maturity on the court, Fernandez showed she was ready to compete with the best. In early 2021, Leylah Fernandez won her first WTA title in Monterrey, Mexico. She defeated Swiss player Victoria Gublik in the final, showcasing resilience by winning in 3 sets. This title was an important milestone, establishing her as one of the most promising young players on the circuit. However, 2021 was the year Leylah Fernandez truly became a known name in the tennis world. The US Open was the tournament that catapulted her career to another level. No one expected a 19-year-old with no extensive history in major tournaments to reach the final of such a competitive Grand Slam. But Leylah proved that age was just a number. On her way to the US Open final, she defeated names like Naomi Osaka, Angelique Kerber, Elena Svitolina, and Ariana Sabalenka, all established players and champions of major tournaments. What impressed the public and experts was not just that Leylah won these matches, but how she did it. With an offensive, fast, and precise game, Fernandez demonstrated impressive composure and adaptability. Her baseline shots were aggressive and consistent, and her ability to return powerful serves was a highlight of the campaign. More than that, her on-court attitude, always fighting for every point and never giving up on a ball, won over the fans. She was never intimidated, even when facing the best players in the world. It was this mentality that led her to the final against Emma Raducanu, another young star. Although she lost the final, Fernandez emerged from the tournament as one of the great revelations of the year, ready to shine in the years to come. In 2022, Leylah continued to solidify her position on the circuit. She started the year with strong performances in WTA-level tournaments, reaching the final stages in several, and showing a consistency that many young players struggle to maintain. At the French Open, she reached the quarterfinals, her best performance in a Grand Slam outside of the US Open. Her ability to perform well on different surfaces also began to catch the attention of analysts, who highlighted her versatility. However, 2022 also brought unexpected challenges. During a match at the French Open, Leylah suffered a foot injury, which forced her to withdraw from the tournament and go through a period of recovery. This injury was a major test of her mental and physical resilience, but Leylah showed determination to come back stronger. After months away from competition, Leylah returned to the courts at the end of 2022. Her comeback was marked by a series of victories in smaller tournaments, demonstrating that despite the time away, she had not lost her competitiveness and passion for the game. Another significant conflict was the internal pressure. Leylah felt to prove that her US Open campaign was not just a fluke. In interviews, she admitted feeling the need to reaffirm herself, to show the world that she could compete at a high level consistently. This type of pressure can be devastating for many young athletes, but Leylah used it as motivation to keep working hard. During the 2023 season, Fernandez faced more ups and downs. She reached a few semifinals and finals in mid-tier tournaments, but was still seeking that big win to solidify her return. Her injury, combined with the increased competitiveness of the circuit, made 2023 a year of rebuilding, where she worked intensely on her mental and tactical strength. After the challenges faced in the years following the US Open, Leylah Fernandez began to rediscover her best tennis. In 2023 and 2024, she showed clear signs of recovery and evolution in her game. With greater maturity, her movement on the court improved significantly, making her even more dangerous in long, exhausting points. At the start of 2024, Fernandez started winning WTA-level tournaments again, securing a title in Monterrey and another in Charleston, showing that her consistency was back. with a sharper serve and a greater variety of shots, including more strategic uses of slices and drop shots. Leylah demonstrated that she had added new dimensions to her game. In recent tournaments, she also impressed with her tactical intelligence. When facing more aggressive opponents, she learned to use patience and defense to create openings in her opponent's games. This new tactical approach brought solid results and increased her prospects of shining in more important tournaments. Her recovery from the foot injury and her ability to adjust her game to face different playing styles showed her resilience. Leylah established herself not just as a promising player, but as a force to be reckoned with on the women's circuit. By mid-2024, Leylah participated in major tournaments like Wimbledon and the French Open, where she achieved solid performances that kept her within the top 20 of the WTA rankings. Her hard work and the evolution of her game put her in a privileged position to compete in more Grand Slam finals, and experts believe it is only a matter of time before she wins her first major title. At just 21 years old, Leylah Fernandez has already achieved feats that many players do not reach in an entire career. Her story is proof that talent, when combined with hard work, determination, and a strong support network, can lead to incredible results. But Leylah's journey is far from over. With youth on her side and a career still on the rise, the future of Leylah Fernandez in tennis is bright. She has shown that she can compete with the best, overcome adversities, and continue to evolve. In the meantime, we can all look forward to more spectacular performances and perhaps the long-awaited Grand Slam title. And with this impressive story, subscribe and watch more of the best tennis videos right here. Until next time.